So, Lance, I have to say you got it wrong. It is about the bike. I found that bike for the first time in 6 months that it is about the simple things in life. And that is what I mean by riding the bike.
Nice job, Brad.
And so next year, count on me not only riding, but hanging with you, at least for the first mile. Lance Armstrong.
And Brad has been paid very well by Trek. I wrote that book, It's Not About the Bike, and everybody was happy except for Trek. So the check's in the mail, probably, from the Trek bikes. But it's true, we're from Texas. We got here to Colorado as quick as we could, though. You know, it's originally when I wasn't... Congratulations. These finishers are getting all the applause. This is awesome. You know, I wasn't originally going to be here. I thought I'd be wasted from the tour. And Ben Coates, he took off already to go down the hill, but he works for Trek, and he's kind of my main guy that always looks after the equipment and lives here in Steamboat. And he said, "Listen, don't worry about it. It's all downhill." Well, let me tell you, I did the start for about 20 or 30 minutes. We were climbing, and I was cursing Ben Coates the whole time. But it's truly great to be here. This is a community that I visited briefly. In fact, we did this trail a long time ago at that Mercury tour, and then I promptly dropped out. But it's you know, you hear these stories, and it could be Brad's story, it could be my story. I'm sure we all are here for a reason. We're all here because we have this story. And it's just a constant reminder of how significant and how truly devastating this disease is on a personal level. It touches every life, whether you're an American, a Texan, a Coloradan, a Frenchman, an Australian, an African. It's something that we have to address, and we have to address it on many, many levels. You know, you know, you hear stories of people that are fighting, or perhaps even at the end of their fight, or somebody that's passed away, and they don't understand why I am here. And I came back from a disease that everybody assumes is the same as what their friend or their mom has. And I was able to go on and win 7 tours. But they're so different and so tricky and so complicated how we address all of them that we have to be realistic about it too. And a cure will come, but a cure will come in many, many forms and fashions, and we have to knock them off one by one. And I'm truly confident that in our lifetime, well, I shouldn't say because I'm not exactly young anymore, but in his lifetime, we're going to find a cure for many, many cancers, and we'll continue to address it. Like I said this morning, we speak all the time about the cancer continuum, and that begins right where it should be, and that's with prevention, making sure that young people and all of us make the proper decisions and healthy choices in our lifestyle. Access to care in the United States of America certainly is a very big issue, and making sure that regardless of what side of the tracks you live on, you have the best health care that you... Congratulations. All right, Alaska. Huh? Wait a second. All right. Little breakaway there. This is the first race I've ever announced in my life. This is pretty cool. All right, 29. What's up? What's up, Honey Stinger? All right. Honestly, I've never announced a race. I kind of like this. But anyhow, there's many, many points along the way where we'll truly cure this disease, and we have to address all of them, not just in our country, but around the world. And it's a great honor for me to be here, be in the dirt, be with Dave Weens, who's getting used to schooling me on a regular basis on the mountain bike, which today was no exception. So Dave, thanks for doing that to me. Mom, is my mom still around here? I gotta give my mom a shout out.
She's in the back.
Where is she, my mom? Yeah, she's up there. Hi, Mom. You weren't there this morning, Mom, when I gave you a shout out. Congratulations. Thank you. Good job. All right, so everybody, this is the second part of the ride. Be safe, and again, thank you all for being here. And I suppose I'll end with a little story. And I, many years ago, when I left the hospital, I was treated in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'd never been there. I'd never planned on going, but ended up staying there as an inpatient. And when I left, the doctor, he told me, he said, look, you can imagine that you're going to walk out of this hospital. Well, there's two exits. You can walk out one side. It's a very private exit, and nobody will see you walk out. Nobody will know that you walked out, and nobody will ever know that you've ever had cancer. And there's another exit there's a lot of people standing out there that are gonna they're gonna see you. They're gonna understand what you've been through, and you can't ever run from it. I told this story a lot. It's not normally an emotional story, but anyhow, I mean, I think like Brad, you know, we chose to walk out that public side, and we chose to accept what they call the obligation of the cured. And so it's truly my obligation to tell the story on a very public level. I didn't think I'd walk out and never get on a bike again. I didn't think I'd walk out and compete as a professional. I certainly didn't think I'd walk out and win 7 tours. But I think the important thing was that, good job, man. You came along at a good time. You saved me there. Appreciate that. Good number too, number 7. I like that. It was an omen. But you know, there were the two sides, and so it's truly an obligation. And as long as I live, as long as I have to, I think like Brad or anybody else that's a survivor here, we're going to be very public about this and make sure that that nobody forgets. So, and all of us, I think, carry this obligation of the cured. So, you're representing that today by being here and participating and giving your time, whether it's your time as a volunteer or a donation. We appreciate it. So thank you all again, and be safe and have a great weekend. Thank you.